So you're Slick Rick?
Oh yeah,
This
you're
is,
Arya's girl,
me.
right?
Yeah.
Well, he's not a
Arya's
girl, number
girl?
one. He's a guy.
I mean, guy,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. That's me.
All right, so what the fuck happened with DeMarco, and why would you let him turn himself in?
Yeah. So okay. Basically, what happened 2 days ago is I was hanging out with DeMarco. Slacks called him, wanted to chat with him. He thought it was something casual, but he was like, "Can you come along with me just in case?" I was like, "Sure." So Slacks picks us up, takes us to the vineyard with On Fire and Riker. So we're there, and Slacks basically says, "We found your DNA in the motor pool." Uh, More or less tries to guilt trip him into admitting to it. Um, he says no. Of course, I have no clue why my DNA is there. Uh, the way it's set up though is regardless of how he answers it, he's gonna get fucked because ultimately Slacks tells him you're on your own. We're not protecting you anymore. Whether he said no or yes, it was going to be the same outcome. The thing is I don't think there was any investigation to begin with. I think this was just their way to completely just cut it off and use that as leverage, right? So that happens. Slacks then talks about the warrants, says that the warrants are about to go out. Everyone is looking at felony trespassing, 14 counts of accomplice to attempted murder, and FAFO. So warrants go out. I let everybody know. I get in contact with the Saints. The Saints want to meet me at the observatory. I go up there. They basically are like, we don't want to wait 30 days. We want one of our boys to sort of jump on the grenade for everyone. And they were like, do you feel confident enough to fight this off? I tell them yes. All they have is just blood DNA. Obviously, it's going to vary based on like where that DNA is found. DNA found in the motor pool is a lot different than right outside or in the lobby. So I tell them if that's what you want to do, like I'll help you. So they go talk amongst themselves, said they'll get back to me. So I hang out with DeMarco again. DeMarco says, you know what, fuck it. Like, I've already risked my life once. Let me be the one to jump on the grenade and try to help everyone out. Blame it on me being naive, a new lawyer, thinking that optimistically we'd even get a bench trial. I checked. Adams and Angel were around. So I was like, there's no reason there shouldn't take a bench trial. I call Slacks in good faith, say, look, we'll come in, we'll talk about this, and go to bench trial. They do a bench review of the warrant. There's enough PC to push the charges, which, whatever, right? Because at trial, it's beyond a reasonable doubt, different standard, harder for them to prove. As for bench trial, they tell me that it's not that judges aren't around, it's that they don't want to take it. I make a fuss about that. The thing is how the legislation reads is that it's at judicial discretion. So they don't want to take it. It's got to get pushed to docket. So what happens is they fuck them. They send them for, I don't know, 11 fucking hours, 70,000, 80,000, whatever. And yeah, I'm seeing red at that point. I try to talk to Ruby, but it's like talking to a brick wall. Same thing with Sergeant Frost. I try to have a conversation with Slacks about it later. I'm talking to him for like an hour and a half. Again, it's like talking to a brick wall. Fast forward to the next morning. Alana gets picked up. Same shit. They actually tried to kind of weasel their way like to her and say, look, if you guilty plea, we'll give you like 20% time off. And the reason why they want to do it, obviously, is if they get a guilty plea, they can fuck everyone over. I tell her, no, don't take the guilty plea. She doesn't, gets fucked. No, same thing, no bench trial.
Boys, how are all these people getting promoted in PD? Is it just me, or they seem to always promote the wrong people?
Yep.
That lady with the purple hair I was arguing with on the roof had 3 stripes on her arm. What rank is that?
Sergeant.
A sergeant.
Like how? She's just like fucking. I don't understand.
Is that the one with the chains on her neck?
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, she's like all iced out. She paywall. Yeah, paywall. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so there's two more things to this. It gets worse. I try like I had conversation with Slacks, I had a conversation with Ruby, I had a conversation with Judge Angel, trying to make them see okay, what I was talking to you about earlier, that the reason why this is all happening in the first place is the systemic issues in PD and in DOJ, where people like DeMarco or Alana or like anyone without warrant, right, is going to get fucked instantly and sent up for like 11 hours. But when someone like Shiesty, illegally searches and then shoots someone in the back of the head, they got to wait like a month and a half to get a
Bro's on patrol the
trial.
next day, waiting pending
Exactly.
investigation.
Exactly. And he gets okay, and then the outcome of that trial is like maybe a fucking dap.
At that point,
in the meantime,
exactly.
Within that month period, he's
already done
shooting
100
how
other
many more
things.
people?
Exactly.
Exactly. And they just don't get that. They don't get that that's why people are doing what they're doing. So,
I heard a person pleaded guilty to these charges.
well,
Is that true?
well, to my knowledge, only 3 people had been picked up so far. I've done 2. Roman has done the other one. They pled not guilty. But I call everyone today. I tell everyone, if you get picked up, ask for a lawyer, whatever you do, do not plead guilty. Just try to be on the run. Do not plead guilty, though. That's the biggest thing. So what the fuck happens? The person I'm worried about most is Chatterbox, because you know how the clowns get. I get a call from Twinkles. Chatterbox gets picked up. He's not requesting a lawyer, but I call everyone that I know. I talk to Ruby, and I'm like, where is he? I'm gonna go up there.
There is no way Chatterbox pled guilty.
He pled guilty for 90 months.
Jesus Christ.
So
Why do people always plead guilty to these shits?
yeah, I literally went up to BCSO. I knocked at the door. I like spammed 311. I did everything I could to try to get him to not do it. I had officers relay messages to him, and his response was, "I don't need a lawyer. I am a lawyer." And he took 90 months for a guilty plea. So effectively kind of fucked
Everything.
Everybody else
everything.
Right.
The argument, I guess, to that is like the clowns always do shit like this, so you can't really,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
just dumb
you
as
give
fuck.
you give PD an inch, they take a mile. So they're gonna obviously try to use it.
Great.
But that's where things are.
All right.
Look, I'll take responsibility for the DeMarco thing. I was
You
optimistic.
should never fall into these dumb fuck traps. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good enough then. Too easy.
Yep.
All right. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
Of course, Chatterbox would be the one to plead guilty.
You know, he told me
Of course.
he was doing that today.
Why did he get scared?
He was trying to tell me
Whatever.
he was trying to get me to pay him so he doesn't snitch or some shit.
I'll give you the key.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, bunch of pussy ass motherfuckers always step to me. It's chain gang in this bitch, beat me on the beat. Know I'm about to come at you with the real heat, motherfucker.